Hello, my name is Andrew Fake. I'm the Divisional Director for Resourcing Tomorrow. Delighted to be joined today by Claude Lemasson, who's the Chief Executive Officer of Landore Resources. Delighted to have you with us today, Claude.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Andrew.
You joined the company back in July of this year. What made you join Landore?
Yes, I came out of retirement. The company was going through some changes. The previous CEO and founder of the company decided to retire, and the company was looking for a new CEO. And this was very much in line with my background, 35 years in mining, 30 years in gold mining. This is the main asset is a Canadian project in Ontario, and for me, this was a really good match for the opportunity to take this company, from where it's at, kind of a advanced exploration pre-development stage, into the next level, if you want.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the BAM Gold project in Northwest Ontario. What makes it so special?
Well, it's a unique deposit. It's been around for quite a few years. It was discovered in 2015. The company had expanded and done some work on it, some drilling. It is a sizable deposit. It is on the east-west orientated belt, which is very typical to Northern Ontario, Northern Quebec, if you want, in the Canadian Shield. Lots of gold. We're up to 1.5 million ounces, total ounces. That's both indicated and inferred, with good grades, near surface, and open pittable. So just everything lines up as far as this project being a great opportunity.
Mm-hmm. So what's in store for the next 12 months? What are the key catalysts that investors can expect?
So one of the big things that we've been working on is the company is currently listed on the AIM exchange in London under LND. And we are now seeking a dual listing to be listed as well on the Toronto Stock Exchange Venture, the TSXV.
Mm-hmm.
That's been 9 months into work. We're in the final throes of that. We already announced that we had conditional approval for that listing. And the last main condition is to do a sizable financing. We already announced that it's going to be a minimum of $3.5 million Canadian to be raised. So we're just, about to announce that very soon. And from that point on, not only will we get our dual listing, which will give a great opportunity, not only for the current UK shareholders, but also for new, potentially Canadian and American shareholders. But as well, from that point on, once the money's in the bank, we would then proceed to do a fairly sizable drill program on BAM itself, because that's our focus. It's our flagship, and we want to be drilling and then moving on to do an updated resource estimate.
Mm-hmm. So who are your existing shareholders currently?
Yeah, right now I would say proportionally, and this is because we've been AIM listed,
Mm-hmm.
it's mainly retail shareholders, so as individual investors from the UK. I would say probably about 90%.
Wow.
Of our stock is retail, UK based. Then also we do have some European family offices that are into our stock as well. And we do have three Canadian shareholders, fairly sizable as well, for maybe another 5%. So right now, though, the majority is UK retail, but we're looking at changing that over time, obviously, with the dual listing in Canada.
Mm-hmm. Of course, there's a lot of gold projects out there. What separates you from your peers?
Well, first of all, for us, it's a little bit of a new story. We'd like to certainly talk about it that way. Landore, like I said, has been around for quite a few years. The BAM project was discovered a few years ago, but yet it was, I'm going to say mostly unknown in Canada or in the US. So now we're coming with this new listing, and we're telling basically a new story. And many investors in North America, won't necessarily invest through the AIM because we have a lot of mining companies in Canada, obviously. And this is a Canadian project in Ontario, lots of potential. So in that sense, I think the project is very solid. We've got a new team. The new team is Canadian. I'm building my team right now, out of Toronto. And it's a unique opportunity for some of these investors to come in at this stage when, we've got lots of potential to grow this asset and to eventually make it a mine.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned your team there. Can you kind of just go into a little bit of detail as to who some of your key members of your management team are?
Sure. So we do have, first of all, our board is there's 3 members. Other than myself, I'm a director as well of the company. They were there previously to me joining. Very supportive. So the board has currently 4 members. We're about to announce that we're going to add a 5th member who is a very experienced Canadian mining background person. So that'll be announced in time. So that'll be 5 board members at that point. And then as part of the team, there was myself joining in early July. Then I added Tanya Barreto, who's mainly doing marketing communications for us. So she came in on board in early August. And we also have Michelle Tuomi. So Michelle runs the Canadian subsidiary of Landore up in Thunder Bay. And she's a great asset because she's got 18 years with the company of experience and background. So we work closely together. So when we talk about, for example, the upcoming drill program, Michelle is hands-on, day-to-day involved in that process. So that's currently our team. I think eventually we will add a CFO, a chief financial officer. We haven't done that yet, but that's in the works. So, we're just trying to build out the team here in Ontario.
And all things going well, where would you like the company to be in, say, 5 years' time?
Well, if you look at the timing roughly for this project, we're expecting to do this drilling, then resource estimate, revise resource estimate, grow the resource. We would expect to follow that eventually with not only more drilling, expansion drilling, but going to the fairly heavy-duty studies like the pre-feasibility study and eventually feasibility study, permitting. In 5 years' time, this mine should be, or this project, I'm going to call it, should be a mine and should be producing. That's roughly the timing.
Well, we're delighted that you've decided to come out of retirement to go and work for Landore Resources. Sounds a very, very exciting project. Really look forward to its upcoming successes and look forward to seeing you at our future events. That was Claude Lemasson, Chief Executive Officer of Landore Resources. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Resourcing Tomorrow, accelerating the energy transition. 100 plus countries represented. And together with government representatives, mining and energy professionals, ESG experts, financial and professional services, industry associations, investors, and consultants, Resourcing Tomorrow will address critical mineral supply, the energy transition, environmental resilience, the circular economy, ESG, our future workforce, AI automation and machine learning, digitalization, mineral processing and plant optimization, exploration and development projects. Have your say in the future of our industry. Join us for Resourcing Tomorrow from 28 to 30 November 2023. Register today